divine Miss M has brought her songs, her style, and her sass to the strip with her red-hot new show here at Caesars. It's called The Showgirl Must Go On. Welcome, Bette Midler.
You are so fantastic. Oh, hello. Welcome. Welcome. Look at those shoes.
Darling, yes. Right there in the middle, right next to me. The hot seat, baby. They're all hot seats. We had the most wonderful time at your show, but nobody had a better time than Joy because she has been signing your name to autographs.
What do you mean autographs? I'm signing for food and everything else.
They look alike.
Do you think so?
Yeah, you got
We
to.
do.
One of you's got to change your hair. Other than that, you would. Bette, this is
A blonde. You look good in the blonde.
Honey, the older you get, the blonder you
Yeah, I
have
know.
to get. I'm telling you.
Yeah, tell me
Age
about
makes
it.
the hair grow blonde.
Yeah, I had hair the color of Sherry.
I know.
Listen, this show, we had such a good time. A lot of the characters I remember.
Yes.
But there you are with 18 of the, you're going to see later, of the most gorgeous showgirls and everything. This is a big production.
Yeah, it's on steroids. It's my old show on steroids. But it's it's interesting because it's basically what I have been doing all my life. You know, the same attitude, the same presentation, the characters are the same. Some of the jokes are the same. But they're all that's true. They're
But
classics.
you're as bawdy as ever, but as touching as ever. Dolores Del Lago comes out with her mermaid tail.
I loved her. I had never been introduced to her before this, and I was fully entertained. You know, you get on the stage and you talk about how big it is and overwhelming, but yet you're all over that stage the entire show. Bette, how do you, like, what's your secret to keeping the energy
That is
up?
actually my workout.
That
show is the workout. No.
The rest now.
I'm telling you.
She'll have cardiac arrest later.
Because we're going to see you later.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
They have to pay for that.
That's right, exactly. Don't
Yeah.
forget that.
I
You gotta
thought-
put the butts in the seats.
Yeah.
That's key.
I like that.
Sell.
I like that you said it's a feminine show.
Oh, it's very feminine. It's all women. You know, they always say, why don't you have any male dancers? I say, well, you know, because women are prettier, you know.
Yeah.
They're more beautiful. You can put feathers on them, clothes, sequins, you know, do their hair up.
The costumes are sensational.
The costumes are great. It's a beautiful show. And that's the main, I didn't think I was going to get that. It was going to be that beautiful, but it is lit.
It's
oh my God,
gorgeous.
the lighting.
Now, is that you? Did that come from your mind?
Well,
is that what you wanted to
That's
see?
really what I wanted, but I was very lucky to get hold of people who are really talented. You know,
Tony
Peter Morse
Basil.
lit it. Tony Basil's been with me since we were both born. And Michael Levine did the set, which was extraordinary. He comes from the opera world, and so it's very grand and very sort of colorful. And it was a struggle. We worked for 2 years on it.
Really?
We did. We started 2 years ago putting the ideas in the pot and stirring them around and everything. So the fact that it works, I mean, I never expected it to work. I thought, oh my God, because we got here in January. We got here in January. We left in March, and I never left the building. I was in the building for 2 months.
I can see that.
You're like, oh my God, it's not working. Come on, pull it, drape it, fix it. Oh, it was rough.
But you know, you're no stranger to Las Vegas. We went backstage, and Bette's adorable daughter, Sophie, who just graduated from college. I've known Sophie for years.
She graduated.
Yeah.
And Martin,
She's a Yelly, like George Bush.
but you and Martin got married here
Yes, we did. We
With
were
an
married actually
Elvis?
in Caesars.
with an Elvis Presley,
Impersonator.
Oh, yeah.
and
Yes.
he wore, I'm feeding you your line.
My husband wore a big yellow suit. He came,
married
you know,
him
we were in
anyway.
separate rooms because we were trying to be, you know, unsuperstitious. And he came out of the room in this gigantic yellow suit, and I said, no, that's not the way I went. He came out in houndstooth check. And I said, I am not walking through the casino with you in that. He looked like a used car salesman. I said, I'm not going to do it. And I had my little dress on, you know. And so he went back and he wore a big yellow suit instead. And we were married at the Starlight Chapel, and it's very interesting. We walked down the aisle to the strains of Juliet of the Spirits, Nino Rota. We brought our own tape.
Nice.
And the Elvis impersonator was the officiator. And we didn't get the wedding pictures. And 3 weeks ago, the guy closed the chapel and sent us the wedding, the pictures, and said, I think you might want these. It's like 23 years later.
How was that?
Put them in the
We were
shower.
so shocked.
Don't go in the shower.
We were so shocked, and my daughter was really shocked because she'd never seen any pictures of us.
Right.
When we were, when we got married.
Wow.
We
You
just
never
ran
saw
out of
Daddy
there.
in the yellow suit.
No.
I have
No,
to
but it
ask-
was a thrilling. It was thrilling.
I have to ask this question, and it's the obvious question. The hell were you thinking? This is I mean, we're talking about how big this show is. You're here for a while. What made you decide now is the
Well,
time?
I didn't want to tour anymore.
Yeah.
I wanted to come and sit in one place.
Yeah.
They offered me a pile of money.
Yeah, you
I had to
look.
say they really stepped up to the plate.
They made her an offer.
They
she
made
couldn't
me an
refuse.
offer I couldn't refuse, and the main thing was that I wasn't going to have to travel.
Yeah.
That I could have all the kids here, and that we could do it up. We could really
Yeah.
do it. We could have the 18 showgirls, and we could have the big band with the horns. And it was, they dangled all that in front of me, and I just finally it was time. It was really time.
I love
Because how much longer can I do this, really? I mean, think about it. Can we
way
think
you're
about
doing
it? How
it,
much
you're
longer?
doing
I mean, a long
I
time.
mean, well, yes,
10
but I
minutes.
don't see Barbara in these high heels and these little leotards, and
This is the first
fishnets
time I
and
wasn't
feathers.
wearing tight- No, you're right.
the
She
first
only
time-
does that at night.
Well, you were doing the show now. Celine Dion was here before you. Did she
Yeah.
give you any advice?
Tons and tons of advice. She is one of the kindest, most generous people I've ever met. And she was there for 5 years. She was in that room for 5 years. So they built it for her, and she packed it every single night. Because she's really beloved all the way around the world. People would come, get on planes to come and see her. She was working on a rake stage, a very severely raked stage, and a lot of her dancers sustained injuries. So she told me the first thing she said was, get rid of that. And then she said, and get yourself a really good doctor. And she gave me her list of doctors.
Great.
And she said, get yourself some of that good Las Vegas mixed spray, which they subsequently stopped making. Too bad. And she had the humidification.
dry, yeah.
Oh, the
But she had
hydration spray.
humidification built into her dressing room and built into the stage. And unfortunately, they took a lot of that out. But she never lost her voice. I mean, she was so careful, would stop talking during the
She
days
used to go-
off.
Yeah, I remember interviewing her, and she said that when she performed, she didn't talk. I don't think that happens with you.
You know
have a lot to
what
say during the
character
show.
I really do we have to wrap?
No, I just wanted to tell everyone about her CD.
Oh, okay.
you're so kind.
But you have a character that I love, the oldest living showgirl.
oldest living showgirl.
So do you relate to this at all now?
Very
or what?
much
Come
so.
on.
Very, very much so. And it's so weird because, when I was a kid, I made this character up who told filthy jokes because I was too embarrassed to tell them as myself. And so when I made her up, I was about 30, and I figured, she's about 60 years old because I had no idea what age really meant in those days.
Right.
Now I am 62 years old, and she's like, I gotta say, she must be 93. So.
Why do you feel the need to tell this number? Why?
I've always told it, and now I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry that I ever said that I. Thank you very much. I really
Look at the
appreciate
shape
it.
she's in.
When can honestly for Jackpot the best bet? When can everybody get
That's
this?
coming into the stores in September. The stores that are left.
It is
It's coming in
excellent.
September, and that's
We
really
have
all.
it now, but you
those
guys
are
can
some
get
of
it
the
soon.
some of my favorite songs
Let
that I
me
ever
tell you
recorded.
more, because Bette Midler's album, Jackpot, The Best Bet, will be in stores in September. As you
Yes.
said, you can get it right now on Amazon.com. You can see her every night right here at the Coliseum
And
at
buy her stuff in
Caesars.
the little store too.
Yeah, and buy
My
it
first
here.
foray into retail.
But best of all, when we come back, Bette's going to perform the opening number of her new show. Thank you, darling. Can't wait.